Hey, Wes, how's it going?
It's going good, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing really, really well. I'll echo, it is great to see your face and your beard and your very soothing background as well. So in these uncertain times, it's nice to see some friendly faces.
You
That
know,
is a soothing background. It's very fitting.
thank you. Thank you. The beard and the background, it all goes together. So thank you for complimenting that. I also like your background and the little. It looks like you have a truffle, but it's just on the screen.
That's right.
But I appreciate the support nonetheless.
Yep.
So talk to me. What's new? What's going on? What's going on with Corda? You guys obviously just had CordaCon.
Yep.
You experienced the same, virtual conference.
Mhm.
Uh, what's going on? What's new with Corda?
So there's a lot going on. So yeah, CordaCon was I guess just a couple weeks ago, over 5,000 people. So the ecosystem continues to grow. I guess we're coming to you live from I guess the OG CeFi crowd, right, for blockchain. And what we've seen over the last year since we saw you last was just a growth of the ecosystem, and that includes the existing customers we work with, like the banks, HSBC, and others doing really cool stuff. Working with the likes of Nasdaq and DTCC, so that the epitome of these companies that are part of maybe centralized financial infrastructure that are looking at how can they do things differently. But even at CordaCon, we had some partners and members of the ecosystem do some more, maybe some more out there things, like launching tokens on Corda, onto the Corda network, and really launching a bunch of tools to allow for developers, because Corda, Wes, as you and the team know, Corda is a developer platform, right? So it started with that developer ethos from the very beginning. So we've continued to make it simpler, easier for developers, with your help and with the work that the folks at R3 are doing. And I think that's been paying good dividends. And looking ahead, we got more stuff coming around improving our tokens SDK, launching a payments SDK to integrate to existing systems, and even early next year, the beginnings of a wallet on Corda. So you start to see like this intermingling of some of the concepts, and yeah, it's really exciting.
It's hard to even cover it all. I mean, just to give some facts and figures, I think the things that I'm really excited about as somebody who's writing Corda apps all day are we're moving from Java 8 to Java 11. We're moving to Kotlin 1.3. We're moving to Gradle 6. We're moving to TLS 1.3. We're kind of trying to bring the latest and greatest to Corda 5, which is really exciting. And then one other thing that's happening is we're working on a Corda managed service. So for those businesses who want to focus on writing a Corda app and not the infrastructure surrounding that, we're trying to smooth the path to production.
I love it. That all sounds great, and I've been following along, and you guys are really, really doing great work. So we're fans and cheerleaders,
Yeah.
and happy to be partnered together. Speaking of partnering together, obviously, most of this audience is going to be a developer audience.
Yep.
And so they know what we're talking about. But obviously, if you're going to build a DApp and deploy it somewhere, first you're going to want to test it, and ultimately that's what we built together, right? A Corda flavored ganache. Ganache, for those of you that don't know, is really your own personal blockchain that you can spin up on your own computer. And so I think there's no bigger user of Corda flavored ganache, Nick, than you. So how has that really benefited R3 devs, you personally, that integration?
Where to begin? So me personally, I'll take a selfish opportunity to talk about some of my own projects. I was desperate to have a really seamless way to deploy a network of nodes locally so that I could have more robust test cases. And it's really impacted my developer workflow in a dramatic way. I think one of the first things I did when I was working on this project was I built a decentralized Rubik's Cube that you can check out on my GitHub, and I don't think I would have been able to do so as effectively without the Corda Flavored Ganache tool. So that was really exciting. As far as how it impacted R3, I mean, it's holistic. Like our sales engineers are using it to demo Corda apps. Our clients are using it to improve their developer lifecycle and time to value. And internally, we're using it for demoing products between teams. We're using it at our internal hackathon. The uptake has been phenomenal.
I love it. Well, question, what's the best way for developers to get started on Corda if they want to kick the tires?
I think the best way to get started, I mean, this is so cliche, but I have to say it, is to build something. It's really important to get your hands dirty in the code. What's the actual experience like? Do you feel like this suits your business model? We have a Kotlin template and a Java template. We're totally agnostic if you want to develop in Java or Kotlin. There's also training available, like brand new training at trading.corda.net that I have gone through and think is really effective. And actually, recently there was an O'Reilly publication made called Mastering Corda that I also think was a really good resource if you're interested in exploring the ecosystem.
Perfect. Todd, Nick, any parting words of wisdom for the community?
Well, parting words, maybe not of wisdom. So just going back to the beginning, why were we so excited to partner with the Truffle team? It was about the teams, but also the communities. So we're all seeing, this arc of blockchain history that we're living through. These are communities that are coming together. I mentioned before about CeFi, DeFi. We're seeing a ton more on that sort of cross section, that crossover, digital assets and tokens, and that's only going to increase. So the more that we can try and bring all this together, and especially build cool shit together and make it easy for people to do that, that's what we're focused on, and that's really what excites me the most about working with US, working with the team, and also being part of this broader community.
Yeah, I think we should definitely have a Truffle logo and an R3 logo, and underneath it should say, "We build cool shit together." I love it. I think it's
Let's
perfect.
get the stickers made. That's the way to go.
I'll put it on my computer. I'm sure everyone else will. So, love it as always. Really appreciate your time. Really appreciate your guys' partnership, friendship, the whole deal. So thank you very much.
Good luck with the rest of TruffleCon, man. Take care.
Yeah, cheers. Enjoy.